Welcome back, guys, and boy, you are in for a treat with this video. I know how well the previous boost videos do, where I went through 6 or 7 tracks each time and gave you the characteristics and the boost to use. Well, I am back with the final tracks that are missing from them episodes. If you haven't already, check the other boost guides out. I am doing the tracks individually as well, but we are kicking in to the last video of the full boost guide, courtesy of Blue Flags and Cat Racers. Amazing track guides. Check them out. Leave me a like, subscribe, and let's get into it. Abu Dhabi, first track up, and it is a grip track. So many people look and think, wow, power down that big straight. No, you want grip. So you want the boosts that best equip you with grip and a bit of cornering for this one. And looking at the track then, out of the final corner, turn 15 and 16, you can go up the inside. And then into the first corner, great opportunity to overtake. If you're about half a second behind, you can fly up the inside of your rival. Turn second, 2, 3 and 4, you want to keep boosting, and into the hairpin, massive chance of the inside of your opponent. Up the main straight, you don't tend to overtake much through middle of the main straight, but turn 6, you want to be boosting every single lap through here, because if you don't and you conserve, you can hit it very slowly and lose quite a few positions. You'll see me in my races, I'll boost from the first corner all the way down to turn 9. Turn 9 is updated with the new track guide of UAE, but obviously on our game it's the older one. You can overtake at turn 9 as well, so it's always worth a big chance of overtaking. Turns 10 and 11, I recommend conserving. Turns 12, very rarely you get past, but it is still a chance. And then through 13, 14 and back into the home part of the lap. Now your boosts that you do want to use on here, we've got Dijin, we've got Downforce, we've got Eagle, Rooster and Taurus. So you're looking at your grip, you're looking at your tyre management, and you're looking at your cornering for this track. That's what you want to go for. That's what's going to get you the best points just starting off with this. And definitely give it a shout. I love to do a 4 medium, 4 hard on this track. Just suits me so much better. So give it a go, and that is Abu Dhabi done for you. We then have the Silverstone circuit in the United Kingdom, and it is another grip track. So you're thinking a lot of straights, power and speed? Absolutely not. This is a grip track, and it will show in the boosts as why. Now, turn 1, you don't tend to overtake, but turns 2 and 3, we recommend going in on a conserve, because you often take a tighter line. And then turn 4, you want to be boosting down the straight, and you got turn 6 where you often fly up the inside. Turn 7, you can make moves. However, turns 8 and 9, I very rarely see a car pass on turns 8 and 9. And then coming out turn 9, you've got through Maggots and Beckett's, 11, 12, 13, into 14. Great opportunity to overtake as well. Now, it is a lower possibility because you don't always overtake, but especially in the wet, and you're using something like a hex or a tuning, you can absolutely fly past your rival through there. Coming up to the final bend, turn 15, you'll often overtake if they're coming into the pits, but turn 16 and 17, you want to be boosting through every single lap. So probably from turn 15, start boosting into turn 16 and 17, and often you can make up a few positions each time. So I mentioned it's a grip track, and we've got the same boosts as we had in Abu Dhabi. So we've got Jin, Downforce, Eagle, Rooster and Taurus, and because Silverstone is wet quite a lot, Hex, SAR and Tuning are your go-to wet boosts. You will absolutely destroy the field with them. In the dry, I tend to do a 3-2-2 on softs, and also a 4 medium, 3 medium, and in the wet, 4 and a 3 is the best strategy to go. So that is Silverstone done for you. And then we have a tough one. We have Belgium. I know everyone struggles with Belgium, and it's an aero and speed track. So a lot of time you're at full power for the drivers. So that's why we're talking aero and speed. Now, looking at the first corner, great chance to go up the inside, and you've got a massive long straight as well through Eau Rouge that you want to be trying to push and overtake into turn 5 and 6. Especially with the new update, you can cut the corner a little bit. So turn 5 and 6 are a great opportunity. Turn 7 and 8, well, turn 8 you can get past, but not all the time. It is a lower percentage, so we do tend to conserve. Remember, you've got to conserve somewhere. You can't boost every single lap every time. Turn 10 and 11 are a massive opportunity on this track. You want to be boosting from turn 9 all the way into 10 and 11, usually chucking one up the inside. And turn 12 as well has got a decent chance of overtaking. Turns 13, 14 and 15 are a very slim chance. Recommend conserve there and then boost out. And sometimes you can get past turn 16 and 17 round the outside and into the final corner of 18 and 19. So we mentioned it's an aero and speed, and we've got a change in boost. So we've got dead fast, which is one of the best boosts out there for speed. We've got firework. Not a lot of people have it, but I imagine New Year we'll get firework again. And then we've got shark, hex and vice. So we've got acceleration, speed. We've got a bit of tyre management in there. So it's definitely one to have a look at. And in the wet, hex, we've got egg, tuning and prince as well. So you go to wet boosts. But that is Belgium, tough place. I'll usually do a free medium, and sometimes I'll do a 2-2-2 with the softs and absolutely be aggressive as possibly can. And then we do have everyone's favourite. So we have Canada. And what a track Canada is, because I can guarantee you every single one of you get frustrated at Canada. And it is a grip and a tyre track, so you might look at it again. A lot of straights there, looks like speed, looks like power. No, it's a grip and a tyre track. And let's run you through it. So we've got turns 13, 14 into the straight. Turn 1 is a good opportunity to overtake. And the first sector, bearing in mind you can chuck it up the inside up to turn 6. We can ignore the blue, but turn 6, 7, not really overtaking too much, although there is a slight chance. Turn 6 is your best bet through that section, as well as turn 4. You've got turn 8 and 9, you can chuck one up the inside. It is a low chance. And then round the hairpin, often you can go up the inside as well, whilst the AI takes a wide berth. Down the home straight, or the back straight we'll call it, you can't really overtake unless you're chucking it through the chicane very aggressively, which is totally up to your driver. As we all know, very difficult track to overtake on. So let's look at the boosts. We've got the grip and tyre boosts. We've got Jin, downforce, eagle, rooster and Taurus. And we've got wet, hex, SAR tuning. So you're seeing a similar pattern with the characteristics of the track. What do you want to do here? I recommend a 4 soft, 4 soft with downforce, or you could do a 4 soft, 4 medium. And then on your other driver, if you're too close together, you want to do 5 laps on the medium and then 3 laps on the soft. And you can use something like the Kawaii, or you can use tuning is a great bet as well. And you can do the overcut in Canada. Imola is one of my favourite tracks out there, and it is a aero and a speed track. So again, you might think a lot of straights, power. You are kind of right, but we need the aero as well. So let's have a look at Imola then. So round the final corners, down the home straight, and you've got a great chance of overtaking into turn 2 and also through into turn 4. Pushing forward, turns 5 and 6, you've got a chance, although it is low, but turn 7, you've got a good chance up the inside through your opponent. Up into the blue section, we've got turns 8 and turns 9, and then up to 10, 11, 12. Very sort of slim chance of overtaking. It gets better at turn 12, but it's still pretty tough. Turn 14 and 15 is the chicane. So if the AI runs wide, which it tends to do, you can often go up the inside. And a lot of these tracks are going up the inside. That's all you hear me say. And then turn 16, 17. A lot of the AI will queue to come in the pits from turn 17, 18. So you've got a good chance of making some overtakes there and pushing harder. Strategy-wise, actually, let's kick into the boost. So we've got dead fast, firework, lumberjack, shark and hex, and then wet, hex, egg tuning. So you can see the correlation again, aero and speed. We're using our power boosts. Strategy-wise, I like to do a 3 soft, 3 medium, 2 soft. That's one car. And then I like to do a 4 and a 4 medium on the second driver, and really splitting the strategy up and giving the best points I can get. And often, Imola, I'm scoring 47 points using them strategies. Mexico, I have done a recent video out for it. However, it is a very good track indeed. So we've got a grip, tyre and speed is the characteristics. And let's look at the track itself. So through the last corner, you want to be about half a second to a second behind your opponent and then boost all the way down the straight. Turn 1, you'll be flying up the inside and also through 2 and 3. Down into turn 4, often overtook on the first lap, and turns 5 and 6 up the inside. So you can still get through there on overlaps, but mainly the first lap, is where you make most of the moves through there. Turn 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11, very slim chance of overtaking. You can get through turn 11 and 10, but it's worth conserving and holding back and making sure you've got enough fuel to then attack the rest of the lap. Turns 12 and 13 are low, but coming out the last corner, you got a big chance in turns 15 to 16 and then into the home straight. Now, obviously, we've got grip, tyre and speed, so we've got dead fast, we've got lumberjack, which gives us the tyre, shark, eagle, Taurus and downforce, and then in the wet, hex, SAR and tuning. So similar boosts, you're getting the picture now of how we use them and why we use them, and they are the best ones for Mexico. 3 tracks to go in this guide, and we have Hungary, and Hungary is an absolute pain. It's up there with the likes of Canada and Belgium. And let's have a look. We have a grip and a tyre track. So yes, we have some good straights in here, but it is a grip and a tyre. And let's look at the track itself. So coming out the last corner, you want to be boosting down the straight and then cut to medium, and you'll often fly up the inside into turn 1. You can go around the outside in turns 2 and 3, and that sets you up into turn 4 and 5 up the inside up to the chicane. So a good half, 3/4 of this lap you can boost. Obviously, if you're saving fuel, conserve. Turn 7, 8, 9 and 10 are almost impossible to do any overtaking, and then into turn 11, into 12, up the inside and into 13. 13 is a great opportunity to overtake, and then coming out the last corner, turn 14, you'll either go up the inside or sit by the opponent and get past them in the straight. Because it's a grip and tyre, we want Jin, downforce, eagle and rooster. So you've got your tyre management, you've got your grip and you've got your cornering. And then in the wet, you've got hex and SAR and tuning. Strategy wise, 4 soft and 4 soft again, or if you can't, 4 soft, 4 medium. Or do an undercut, try a 3 laps and a 5. And often you want to be getting past all these cars when they're in the pits. That's a massive chance of overtaking. So don't match the AI on Hungary. Follow a undercut or an overcut and you will benefit from the clear track. Trust me. The last 2 of this, and I appreciate it is a lot of data, but it's there for you to pause, watch, take screenshots and learn at the same time. And let's have a look at Austria. So it is a grip, tyre and a speed track. So it's a mix of 3 out of the 4. And let's look into the track. So coming out of turn 10, you can take the inside line into turn 1. Racing up the straight, turns 2 and turns 3. Turn 2 is a nothing corner, but turn 3, you can cut the corner up the inside. Down the straight, turns 4 is a good opportunity. Again, you can sometimes get up the inside. I like to think I can, but if not, I'll be hoping that turn 6 up the inside does help me. Turn 7, the AI often go wide, so there it does sneak a chance to get through, and that comes into the last part of the sector, turns 9 and 10. 9, you can, a lot of the AI go on the outside to pit, and then into the straight as well. We've got a big boost recommendation here. So we've got the Jin, downforce, eagle, shark, firework, voice and dead fast. If you want to get the fastest lap on Austria, voice is a lovely boost because you've got the acceleration. You've got slowish corners, acceleration gets you massively through there. And then in the wet, hex, SAR, tuning again as standard. Lap times, I like to do either a 4 soft, 5 medium run, or I like to do a 5 medium, 4 soft run. That's my go-to strategy on Austria. Finally, we have Zandvoort, and it is a grip and a tyre track. And from turn 14 down the straight, you want to be boosting every single lap. Into turn 1 is one of the best opportunities to overtake on this track. Turns 2 and 3, you've got a chance, but it's not as high as turn 1. And then into turns 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, very low chance of overtaking. Often, you're best conserving pretty much. Out of turn 8, give it a boost, because turn 9 you can go around the outside or the inside, and then turn 10 there's a massive chance of up the inside every single lap. Into turn 11 and 12, not as hard to get past, but what you want to do is you want to set yourself up here. So out of turn 10, between turn 11, I start boosting, and I'll start boosting all the way then to the first corner and then cut down. So you want to try and use that home straight to get such a big power out the corners and get past every single lap, taking 1 or 2 drivers a lap. That's your key in Zandvoort. And then the court, because it's got grip and tyre, we've got the Jin, Downforce, Eagle and Taurus again. And then in the wet, Hexar tuning. Lap times, I do 3 softs, 4 medium, or do a 4 soft, 3 soft is the strategy to go to on here. That's sort of your best chance at this track. I hope that following the 3 episodes of Boost that you've learned something massively that can help you progress further in F1 Clash and master every single track that's out there. A big thank you to Blue Flags and Cat Racers specific guides for each track, and from myself, thank you for watching as well. Appreciate it's a lot of data, but ultimately if you want to be the best, you've got to know your stuff. Simple as that. So guys, I will catch you in the next one. Thank you.